Alright, what's good, everybody? This is Ralph.
This is Nelson.
On this episode, we're just talking about what's going on in the NBA and all the drama that goes on with basketball in this world. We hope y'all enjoy the episode.
Yep. Tune in.
Enjoy.
Welcome back to Different by Default, Season 3. Alright, how you guys doing out there? You know me, I'm your host, Kyrell. I got with me Urbane, Tan, Joom, and Kay. And today we have two special guests with us. We have Ralph and Nelson.
What's good? What's good?
Hello, I'm Nelson.
So you guys want to tell the people about yourselves before we start the episode?
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm Nelson Val, aka, are we doing the AKA stuff?
Go ahead.
Alright. AKA Nelly, aka Mr. Four Eyes, aka Sax Prodigy, aka T-Vol for my Haitians out there. That's all for today, but
Yeah, I mean, my name's Ralph, and that's pretty much it.
AKA
All right, so today our topic is going to be the NBA season. You know, the 2021-2022 season. You know, everything that's going on in the league today. We're going to be basically talking about certain points, you know, 75th anniversary, all of that stuff. So the first question is...
you numbered them too.
Yeah, I did. So what are your thoughts of the season so far? And what are some things that, like, surprised you? So, Ralph, I'm going to start with you.
Number one, I didn't expect the Lakers to be this bad, honestly.
Yeah,
I seen it, bro.
We started early already.
I seen
the
it.
Lakers.
I don't know, just like, that's a team that you probably expected to go to the finals, and like,
yeah, the way they was
barely
building them
about to
up.
make the playoffs. So I think either that or like the Bulls being this good too. I just didn't expect them to be that good either.
I thought it was going to be a top 4 seed. I didn't think it was going to be like...
Y'all
Nah,
thought so?
because they had DeRozan. DeRozan was good.
But like, he wasn't putting up numbers in San Antonio.
They had him switch. Didn't they have him switch position from shooting guard to small
did.
forward? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Small forward and power forward.
Yeah, but DeRozan disappeared. Like,
And he
That's what
put
I'm
up
saying.
24. He put up
Those 2 years in San
I
Antonio,
didn't
he
really
was like,
disappeared. They just wasn't
I don't
highlighting
think he
his gameplay.
disappeared.
he
just
disappeared from our
highlighting
minds.
his
That's what I'm saying.
gameplay.
Like,
oh, okay, yeah.
But
nah.
they weren't even nationally televised either. And
That's
first
what I'm
of all,
saying.
like what, 10th place?
they was 10th seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
His team was
I didn't-
terrible. DeRozan wasn't.
where
I
was still
wouldn't
doing his
say
thing.
like I'm not like surprised by DeMar. I'm saying that like him
How
and
well
Zach,
they meshed.
yeah, how well they like.
Yeah,
how
I didn't
fast
think that
it
neither.
worked for them. I didn't expect that to
And they
happen.
had Lonzo too. You know what I'm saying?
I just
Yeah, again, Lonzo Ball
once they
helped
put
too.
it in
And
the
Alex
passer in
Caruso,
the
can't
situation,
forget
I'm
about
looking
Mo
at it like
Eagles. So, yeah.
you got
Yeah,
a person
that
that's
makes sense.
specifically going to be the guard for real with in Lonzo, and then you have the 2 explosive people with one of them with a mid-range package, and the Levine who burst out with a 3-point package as well. So I was looking at it like you got the passing and you got the 2 scorers. It's gonna work out.
Dang, y'all did y'all research.
Go ahead, Nelly.
What was the question again? My bad.
Like, what surprised you so far about this season? And what are your thoughts about this season?
Ooh. I think what really surprised me was how close the East Conference standings were going to be. I think everybody's like separated by like 2 games or 1 game.
Everybody's 4 games back. Like,
Yeah, 4 games back. So like, sheesh, that was a surprise for me. Chicago, of course. I knew they were going to be good, but I didn't know they were going to be that good as well.
Like
But
this fast.
Yeah. I think one team that's really surprising me, I think from the West, is the Grizzlies. That's one team that's surprising me. And then from the East, I'm kind of surprised by the Celtics. I didn't think the Celtics were... Well, they picked it up now, but...
Like as of recent?
Yeah,
or?
as of recently,
Okay.
they've been picking it up. But at the start of the season, I'm like, oh, snap, the Celtics might not make the playoffs. So,
But like,
but now they picked
that's
it
the
up.
team that they were at the end of the last season. So it's
That-
like, are you
true.
even surprised?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that was probably my
I thought you was gonna
biggest
say the
surprise.
Cavs.
The Cavs too.
Nah, the
I
Cavs
didn't-
are crazy.
I didn't think the Cavs were gonna be this good.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. Like, I was worried. I was never worried about
Dang,
Tatum and
that's-
them.
Yeah,
Cavs
just
were
like-
surprised.
The Cavs were,
Nah,
and I didn't expect the Suns. I knew the Suns were gonna be good.
I knew the Suns were
I
gonna
didn't think the
dominate.
Suns were gonna be like this good. Like They did.
It was
like,
crazy. It only took one PG in a good.
That's
in a
what I'm
few,
saying,
yeah, one
yeah.
PG in a young core.
No, literally, yeah. Like I didn't expect. They haven't missed a beat from last season. Like they picked up right where they left off.
It's crazy.
I knew the Suns were going to dominate, but the Warriors, I didn't think the Warriors were going to dominate too.
This early,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
That is something
You know
I
what's-
wasn't surprised
but
by.
like, you know what's crazy?
You don't think so?
They have the same
bro.
people.
They just been a little streak.
Yeah, they have legit the same people with rookies, and they're flourishing so well. Like
Because
you-
them rookies doing something different.
But
And
you,
then Jordan-
you think there was gonna be like a
and Jordan Poole, bro. Nah,
Nah, once I saw him go to
Nah.
the G League and do them numbers in the G League, I knew he was going to come back balling. That
All
man
right,
did
so
not want to get sent back.
Now, in the sense of saying early, okay, surprise. But in the sense of like them coming back, I felt like it was happening. At the end of the day, like Stephen Curry held on his own. You still got a good base with Draymond Green. Nobody like no matter what you said, like Draymond Green, bro.
yeah.
Like he kind of like really and like as you say with all these young players, Draymond Green's somebody that can really like educate
Mentor.
these people. If you see him on the court, he's communicating, like he's talking to these people. He's basically giving them advice day in and day out, even on court. So like,
He's their vet.
like you know what I'm saying? Like
too.
he's one of those vets like you happy to have. Like he not one of them vets that's looking like, bro, I don't know what you're doing here. You know what I'm saying? Like I still got a couple more years. Like he not one of those like
Yeah.
I
he's
think
like
for the Warriors too. I think them last year they didn't have like smart basketball players, as opposed to this year. Like they got guys that are like high IQ, know how to play in the system. Like
Otto Porter.
yeah, like Otto Porter versus like a guy like Kelly Oubre. Like no disrespect to Kelly Oubre, but like
he just
He
highlight.
don't make
He's just
the
a
best
highlight.
decisions.
yeah, that's
He's
what I'm
a
saying.
highlight.
Yeah,
He's
Otto
just
Porter
highlight.
just got better IQ, so it's like him fitting in the system. It's like a seamless transition.
yeah,
they
he
got a
is
lot
more
more
he is a
defensive
more
pieces,
fundamentally
too.
like
You can see
more
it, and
base
it's-
player too.
And it's
Yeah.
working for them now, like what you said with the high IQ players, because like right now, Draymond Green's not there. He's back now, right? Isn't he back?
He's still
Nah,
not
nah,
Oh,
back.
he's
yeah.
still not back yet.
They still
So-
got Iguodala. Like Iguodala.
Yeah,
came
they
Yeah.
brought back Iguodala.
So like you said with the high IQ players, like,
Wait.
not having Draymond Green there, and they're still on that win streak.
yeah.
They're still picking it up. It's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna
There's
lie.
still one more
Come
thing
back
that we
mid-March.
forgot to talk about though.
What?
Oh, yeah, we were speaking about Steph. I was just gonna wait till they was done, but speaking of Steph, he's top 75 greatest players of all time. How do you guys feel about that list?
The list is trash.
Like, do you feel like
I'm sorry, the list
Well,
is trash.
the whole idea of the list for the viewers is they had like 25 years ago they had the top 50 players. So the top 50 players was staying there regardless. I wasn't worried about that.
They were just on
They was just gonna add
25.
25 more. We already know Bron, KD, KG,
basics.
Tim. Yeah, the basics. They're gonna make it. But there was a few people who were snubbed, definitely, and there's some people who don't deserve to be there.
No, fact.
Damn.
And in my
Facts.
opinion, there's two people I look at on that list. I'm just like, yo, why the hell you on this list?
Okay,
who
let me
are-
guess.
and-
AD.
Like,
No.
AD for sure.
AD
and
hasn't never
Dame.
really done anything.
AD and Damian Lillard.
No, fact.
Oh,
We
he
were-
said the same people you said. So
And-
It's like, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so and who I would replace those two with is definitely I'm putting Dwight there.
Facts.
And Kyrie deserved to be there, but
Facts. That's literally. I
Is it-
literally just said that
were you
before.
listening to us? I'm sorry.
No, we've all been saying this from the
No,
jump.
but that's facts though. Like
Kyrie, the only reason why Kyrie didn't get on the list and
it's politics.
it's politics and he
literally
didn't get
reason.
vaccinated. If he got
Yeah.
vaccinated, he was doing what the league did, he would have been on the list and we would not have seen Dame.
I see them
Interesting.
but they put in a play on a vaccination over
And
years
it's,
of work.
it's crazy though because now they planning on they might take the vaccination,
Vaccination
away.
off.
And that's
like,
crazy. Like
for
with the-
one person.
with the James Harden trade, like in hindsight, like if James Harden basically like
Stayed.
waited like 2 weeks, like the three that would have
Yeah, it would have been different.
But
Yeah.
and then another thing is y'all could have found anyone better than Dame to put on that
No,
list. I'm
I
sorry.
was.
Yeah,
we were just
you got
talking about this.
Draymond.
Like,
Dame,
This is-
Dame
you got
hasn't done
Clay.
enough.
Y'all
Wait,
could
okay.
y'all
If
could
you
put
look at-
T-Mac on there.
if you look
T-Mac.
at
He did say T-Mac as well.
if you look at Dame resume from like his rookie year to now, aside from like the All Stars and
He
stuff
has
like
no
that,
accolades.
it's the same thing.
And
like
I think he
hasn't-
had what?
He
He had
had
rookie of the year too.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a
it.
rookie year and like
I think he has
like,
one NBA first team and that was
I
a
think it's,
year.
Like, but
God
he's probably
damn.
NBA third team and then like a couple
Yeah.
All Stars. But as opposed to like Dwight Howard resume, like if
You
Dwight
got
Howard
Dwight,
retired,
Draymond,
Just
Clay,
his early career
Kyrie.
alone.
that's what I'm saying. If Dwight Howard
Yeah.
retired after his years in Orlando, like that's a Hall of Fame career right there.
It is.
Okay, this is my thing though. This was my take about the NBA 75 list. I wouldn't say it's trash, but I feel like, okay, any list they put out, whoever was on it, people were gonna have their opinions about it regardless. Like, oh, this person should be on it. I think this person should be on there. But like, everybody's gonna have their opinions about it regardless, whatever list they put out. But my thing about the list was, I do not know what the criteria is for you to be on that list.
There's no consistent criteria.
Yeah, if there's no consistent
politics.
criteria, because if I
No,
at
it's
first
opinion. It's like
It's opinion based,
Yeah, it's
championship
opinion
based,
based,
like
yeah.
yeah,
good
because
accolades.
my whole idea was the NBA 75 list. Okay, achievements, talent wise, and what
Yeah,
how you
numbers.
numbers, what you did to change the game, right? So I'm looking like I think Draymond Green said it best. I think
Draymond, yeah, I see that.
I think it was JJ Redick's podcast. He was like, "Oh, I don't see the reason why Kyrie is not on the list." But I think was it Bob Cousy,
Yeah.
an old head that nobody knows about,
But-
can only dribble with his left hand.
Bob Cousy was a
Could only
baller.
dribble with his left hand, but he's on the NBA All 75 list.
But with Kuzi, he was on the 50 greatest.
No, yeah, that's
I don't
true.
think
So-
it was Cousy though.
But I think he's
it was
just
just
saying,
a-
like,
Yeah,
he was just
I
giving
know.
out a
But-
principle.
But
Yeah.
my thing is that I
Nah,
literally-
Kyrie has literally.
Kyrie hit the biggest shot in like NBA history.
First of all,
But not
You
even
can't
that.
match
He's one of the
Kyrie's
players that's
skills.
made players fall in love
No,
with
for
the
real.
handle of the
No,
game.
for
Like,
real.
it turns
But it's
into
not even
art.
just Kyrie. Like I feel like there's a bunch of players in the league who are more talented than these guys back in the day. Like I could see what they're going through by putting AD on that list. I know AD is a tough one, but AD is a very talented guy. Is a very talented player, and he's one of a kind too.
But my
so
thing
that's
is,
the reason why
I
think
wouldn't
they put him
I
on.
wouldn't have a problem with AD making the list. Just that AD made it over certain other people.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I see.
Like,
what you're
okay,
saying.
And the
AD
main person they said it was the problem with he making it over is Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard,
You
yeah.
look
Bro,
at his
it's
career.
Dwight
it's
Howard
better than
changed the
AD.
game
This
too.
is,
Dwight
but
Howard
this is
changed the
why
game.
this is why I be telling people what's it called. I think in my opinion they look what's it called like the consistency rate of your career sometimes. Like the White had a good
AD has
had a
been
good had
injured
a good
almost.
peak.
Yo,
White is
But I
way
also
more
I think they
consistent.
should take into account like your peak too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
'Cause,
They
like,
look at your peak.
The Dwight Howard's peak literally was like he's like a top 5 big all time like at his
Mm-hmm.
peak.
Yeah.
So it's like to take that away from him like that's not.
Yeah.
Bro,
But-
he's like the only other dude in like the league that's got I think it's like 4 depoys.
yeah.
So it's like how you gonna take that away from him? Like you gotta give him NBA 75.
But what was I about to say? So, but the thing that's controversial with the 75 list, but with the 50 list, they put Shaq there way too early, and Shaq only played like 6 seasons. So
what year did 50 come out?
98. So he was just now getting into LA.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, he
he
was-
almost.
But still,
that means
you're
he
right.
had
So-
one
so-
ring.
The controversy was that Shaq was put onto the list too early. But I feel like
But
for
hey,
AD, it's like
But Shaq was literally changing the game from the moment that he came into
Still,
the
he
league.
was
Yeah.
still a
75
dominant.
came out. We're 2022 right now.
You do
Yeah.
realize that.
So
But-
2021,
and he
2022.
already won a
Yeah.
ring when he was getting put on the list.
Wait, I don't think Shaq won a
He
ring
didn't
yet.
won- he didn't
But I
win
think
a
Shaq
ring.
went to the Shaq
Oh,
went to
he
the
went to the
finals.
finals.
He went to the
You're right.
finals with the
He was
Magic.
in the
has 4.
Shaq has 4
Shaq
rings.
has
He
4
started.
rings.
Shaq was dominant,
Shaq
the most
was like
dominant
just
player.
entering his prime.
Yeah, he was like
'Cause the
listed
second
as the
year
most
Penny
dominant
got
player
hurt.
in
He got hurt
2000s.
and they didn't go.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
So it was just like that was a big controversy back in the day. I
But
feel
at
like
the same time, like there was less players to be put on the list.
They literally had to change the whole
Compared it to
backboard
AD.
for that guy.
Yeah.
I was going to compare it to AD, and
AD
part of
didn't
me
do
was
that.
going to compare it to Giannis. I feel like if Giannis didn't win that ring, he wasn't going to be on the list.
But at the same time, Giannis would if Giannis don't have a ring, he's still
Giannis
got,
is still a greater player
yeah, he still
than
got
AD though.
two MVPs and
Yeah.
a depoy.
Yeah.
And an MIP.
Yeah, Giannis got to
Like
be
you
on
still,
there.
he's
Yeah.
still greater.
Once
But I
again, that's
feel
what
like
My
makes.
boy Jokic to get on there.
I feel
Did
like there was.
Shaq have any MVPs in '98 or no?
Nah, Shaq didn't have an MVP.
He
then.
won his MVP in 2000.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you compare that. I don't think that's a fair comparison. To
He
Giannis.
got. Did he not win an award? It wasn't a.
he
It
didn't
wasn't
win.
an
He,
MVP.
the only
it was
the only award he had was
in
Rookie of the
Orlando.
Year and like 3 All-Star games. That's all he had.
Yeah, it was.
And I
No,
think he had a couple of
he
first
went to the-
teams.
I think he went to the All Star.
And then he was battling with Jordan. That's it.
This
That was
also
such
just
a-
gives you a good reason why it's kind of like
yeah, he was
really hard to
battling with
figure-
Jordan.
Like,
Oh, it is.
I feel like that's what makes like this top 75 this argument kind of like
They was
interesting because it's just like it's so many opinions and there's not a really set base of what we put people
Really
in.
Yeah,
They was mad about
consistent criteria.
they was mad about Shaq because he made it over Dennis Rodman that year.
Yeah.
So
Okay. But Dennis Rodman made 75 though. Right?
yeah,
Dennis on 75. Wait, so like you,
Shaq
I remember
got
the second
over.
part of your question. Who should be on the list?
That's crazy.
Harden,
yeah, James Harden,
Yeah,
he
Harden
deserved to
made
be
it.
there.
Who do you think should be on the list though? Who do you think they should be adding?
I think T-Mac should be there. I think
T-Mac?
T-Mac should be there.
Because at his peak, T-Mac one of the best scorers ever.
Part of me feels like
He's still one of the. I think he's one of the greatest scorers of all time.
You know what I'm
he
saying?
is.
At his peak, like you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
okay, okay,
peak
yeah.
T-Mac is.
like
T-Mac, who else?
It's different.
Yeah.
I feel like Grant Hill should be up there.
Oh,
Just off like
okay, Grant Hill.
But who you take?
Grant
you
Hill
can't-
was that
Who you
dude
taking
in the
off
early.
though?
I'm taking Dame off, putting Kyrie or T-Mac there. I'm taking AD off, putting Dwight there, and
You think Clay should have made NBA 75?
Nah.
I put
I heard
Draymond over
was tight
Clay.
about it.
No.
I feel like
I
he
think
should
every play
have.
was
But
tight if
also,
you didn't make it.
for him, at the same time, yeah, he should have. But it's also like there's
a
literally so many
77.
other
That's
people
what I'm saying. But like,
on that list.
but like for Clay, like with all due respect,
But you got Steph on the list. You don't
like
need
outside,
both.
like outside the ring. Like I know rings hold merit. Like that's not
Mm-hmm.
a big deal. But, like outside the rings, what does Clay have?
He's
know what I'm saying?
he's broken like every
No,
record.
those
that-
records. But I'm saying like it's not like
He doesn't
Clay got,
have-
like MVPs.
You're talking about
or anything.
accolades.
Oh,
Yeah.
like MVPs
You know
and
what I'm
stuff.
saying? Like, he doesn't have any of that.
He's been-
I can see why he doesn't make the list.
A real underrated name that I want to put up there is Joe Dumars. I feel like he should have been up there. Isaiah's running mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like
Wait, if you're saying Joe Dumars, I was telling my boys about this. I was like this, yo, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili.
Tony Parker got a Finals MVP.
Where Tony Parker, I thought Tony Parker should have been on the list. Well, not on the list, but I'm like, you could argue they could be.
Yeah,
on the
you
list.
could argue.
You
Do
could
you
argue
feel-
that they could be on
you
the
guys feel like it's crazy that none of the members off that 2004 Pistons
But like,
team made
who are you
it?
putting on that list though?
Who am I gonna put on the
Yeah,
list?
from that 2014. Because I seen that the other day.
Oh, it
But
gotta
I'm-
be Chauncey then.
I'll
But I'm
put
saying, but what does
Chauncey
Chauncey
or
have?
Ben
What does
Wallace?
Chauncey have on his resume?
I'll put in Ben because Ben has 4 defensive player of the years.
Yeah. If anything, it's him.
That's
Yeah.
true, but I think because I heard somebody saying that too, but I think their argument was Ben Wallace was only dominant on one side of the game. On one side of the game. Like,
So was Dennis Rodman.
huh?
So was Dennis Rodman.
That's true, but Dennis Rodman got how many rings?
All right.
Dennis Rodman got like
Dennis Rodman
3
was-
more rings. So.
So
And if you put in Dennis Rodman there,
And then they're gonna also
you gotta
add
get
when he
Draymond.
wasn't on
Why
their
not
team.
Draymond's on
I
there?
think, but Draymond was saying like, if like that 2016 like literally changes his career. Like if he doesn't get suspended for Game 5,
Yeah.
yeah, he would.
like he probably has like a Finals MVP, and his career probably looks completely different.
I'm so mad they
That's
gave it
true.
to Iguodala, bro. I'm sorry.
Yo, off of one play, they.
But like even
But if you saw Iguodala's impact,
you talking
that
about
whole
2015?
Yeah, you give Iguodala the
No,
MVP for
Like,
holding
who else
Brown
was
down
supposed to
the.
get it? Because
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
Iguodala's
remember the
impact was
numbers
crazy,
correctly, but I
though.
don't think Steph.
Nah, his
had,
numbers
like,
weren't crazy at all.
Who?
Iguodala's numbers
No,
wasn't
I'm saying
crazy
I don't
at all.
remember Steph's numbers like particularly, but I don't think Steph had like a.
Steph-
Steph
He
was
had
averaging
one
over 20.
game. He had like 1-2 games where he kind of fell up, but he was lighting.
Because
it
I
up.
just remember them saying like, was that the year that like the losing team was gonna get Finals MVP? Because like Brown was leading everybody in everything. But I don't remember the numbers from that series, so I can't even say who should have won Finals MVP.
So we just gonna keep the controversy going, and since we talking about best players, this season, you know, we riddled with injuries. So
Every season.
every season, but I feel like this season is pretty bad. You know, KD going down. We missing Kawhi. We missing Jamal Murray. We missing
Jamal Murray
street
about to come back.
clothes.
Let's be honest here. We all knew AD was gonna be here.
You said
Like- but for AD though, it's
That's
worse.
messed
So
up.
like you get injured, come back for a few games, that get injured.
But it's
again,
like, why did y'all expect different? He's been
Yeah.
getting injured since the Pelicans. This
I
is
see-
nothing new.
I see
Wait,
some-
Lonzo?
No, he's talking about
AD.
And we talk
I
about
see something on Instagram the other day like, since AD's gone to LA, like there's not a day he hasn't been on the injury report.
Nah,
It's crazy. Like literally, he's been in LA for what? This is his 3rd year.
I
Yeah.
think AD just needs lots of prayer, guys. I think that's what
Bro,
AD needs.
he's got to be like
He
vegan
need
or something.
Yeah,
robotic
take a season off
knees.
just to, like,
He need
get-
robotic
I think
knees.
Nah, I think
They
he
should
just
put him in
needs
a
to
load
stop playing
management.
when
No,
he
he has to, yeah.
when he
he has
knows
put him
he's
in a
not
load
fully healthy.
management.
Like I don't know. There's just no reason. Like he's just so soft. Like I'm not saying like him as a player, just like his body is like just soft.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
they-
that's the
all just
downfall
soft.
of the big man.
He's-
Though. That's the
he's
downfall of the big
dumb.
man.
No,
The thing is, his
facts,
body
yeah.
is soft, but like when you be watching the replays of his actual injuries, I'm like, okay, yeah, that hurts.
No.
I know.
No, I don't want to say.
I'm like, okay,
I don't
want to
say he's soft. I just feel like that's the down. Like as I said, the downfall of like a big man. Like when big men fall, they fall. Like
Yeah.
No, facts.
Nah,
Like,
it was-
when they
See
go
that
out,
injury
they go
Jamarcus
down.
Cousins had?
he's like 7 foot.
Look
Though,
at
so
y'all
like,
Yeah. Because like,
Yeah,
like,
6'11",
you gotta think like
he won't say
and
he's
then
7 feet.
you gotta remember they're jumping high, they weigh a lot, and all that force is
Yeah.
going straight on joints and everything. So
Word.
that's why they deal with like so much like knee problems,
And if you-
ACLs, and everything. That's
I
why
also
when
think
they
for
fall,
this season
like,
specifically, like I think he hit like one of his focuses in the offseason was like putting on muscle. So I don't think his body like responded to that
Pretty well. Okay, I
like
get what you're saying.
particularly well at the beginning of the season. Because like if you see his body from in the last season to now, like there's like significant muscle.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you just pack on muscle and not really like condition and stuff like that with the muscle, like your body's not gonna like Mitchell Robinson's going through the beginning of the season. Mitchell Robinson was going through the same thing.
Wait, but didn't AD do a surgery too over the summer?
Yeah, he
after the
did.
finals?
Something.
Oh, not after the finals.
But
After
once
the
they got
season
eliminated.
ended, yeah.
Because he was hurt at the end of last
He
season.
was hurt.
I think he did a surgery again, so I think he was sidelined from
I
there.
bring-
So I think the
Yeah.
conditioning.
I bring up those injured players to say like, if everyone was healthy, who would be the best player in the league right now?
Still LeBron. I'm sorry, but it's still LeBron.
LeBron, right?
Yeah.
LeBron? You think LeBron too?
I have to say LeBron. Yeah, I have to say LeBron.
Because
as
even
well.
like last year, before he turned his ankle, like he was about to win another MVP. Like he was literally like, I think like right before he hurt his ankle.
Okay, matter of fact,
It was like 6 straight like 30-point games or whatever.
Nah. I'm gonna say KD.
KD, man.
I think
KD.
Giannis better than
too?
KD though.
Here we go. Let's move on. Keep going.
KD
We'll
or
get to that
Harden?
Y'all going with KD?
I'm going with KD or Harden.
Giannis better than KD.
Only
Because
reason it
Harden.
would be-
Whoa! Stop!
only reason it-
Stop!
Giannis better-
Yeah.
Harden not even best player on his team.
Bro, he been playing through injury.
Harden not even best player
Okay.
of both his last teams, Brooklyn and his team Philly right now. He's not even best player on his team.
I feel like
I ain't gonna lie, Harden wasn't even trying to get healthy.
I don't think it's
He was not trying to get
honestly I
healthy.
don't think it's Bron or KD. I think it's
It's Giannis.
I don't think it's Giannis
You started to
either.
say DeRozan.
You don't say Joel
nah.
Embiid.
No.
I think the best player, if everyone was healthy, like no injuries, whatever, it would probably be Kawhi. Because Kawhi is
we ran to this.
like,
Here we go.
I'm not taking that.
I'm taking Kawhi.
Yo, you
Kawhi
trying to
is,
say
you know
that mad humble
Don't you know?
too.
Yo, don't you know the Clippers got bad luck, bro? That's why
Bro.
Kawhi's still injured.
Clipped.
Kawhi. I feel like,
Yeah, is Kawhi even the best player on his team?
yes, Kawhi's the best player on his
I
team.
think when the offense went through Paul George better.
I feel like Kawhi is the best player in the league when he's healthy. Best playoff performance.
2019 Kawhi or Kawhi right
See,
now?
look, that's just bias, bro. Because I feel like Melo the best player in the league, no matter what. But
This
I know
is a
that's
biased
not true.
question, though.
I know that's not
This
true.
is a biased question, though. It's like, in your opinion, who do you feel like?
I mean,
if
yeah, I
healthy.
guess. I guess.
Kawhi. I gotta go with Kawhi.
You think Kawhi the best two-way player in the league?
Yeah.
Better two-way player than Giannis?
I haven't think Kawhi
Yo,
bad.
yo.
That's a different question.
Let me stop. I'm about to say
The only thing
super
Kawhi had over
controversial. I might as well
Giannis
say
is
that.
steals
Say it.
in perimeter defense.
Nah, it's stupid. I'm
wait,
making
what'd you
jokes.
say?
I'm making
I said the
jokes.
only thing Kawhi has over Giannis is steals and perimeter defense.
But Giannis a rim protector. I think Giannis is a better
Kawhi-
defender.
Wait, then
All
Kawhi?
right, all right.
No,
Because
Kawhi.
I mean, Giannis
no, let me
is a
take
better
that back.
defender
I take that back.
inside the paint.
In that case, we definitely
No,
still gonna
Kawhi
do
is
it, but
definitely the
defense.
better overall defender.
Kawhi is a better on-ball defender, but I think you
Giannis is better inside
can't take away
defender.
the fact that Giannis got a.
Y'all saying
That's
Kawhi the
one
best
D-boy, I think.
two-way defensive player? I think AD
Kawhi
is the
got
best
two.
two-way
When
defensive.
healthy,
I think AD is the best two-way.
probably best two-way
Kawhi
player.
got two
AD was
defensive
guarding.
players.
AD was guarding the 1 through 5 during that final.
But he
bro.
get whacked by the one all the time.
Okay, but at the same
Nah.
time,
He
time,
guard-
That's the
it's two-way though,
disadvantage.
because like
No,
AD
but they literally, that's what they want though.
But
Like he
if
guards
it-
the 1 through 5,
but
but they
this-
literally want you to get on the point guard on a good team
But
so
like-
he could get whacked.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like a two-way player, like your offense has to be the same level as defense.
No, yeah.
I think AD probably a better offensive player than Kawhi.
I would just
And I-
say
and
I
the-
don't want to just be on straight
But
up
like-
like you know they got to be on the same level, but just up to par. Like you
Yeah.
can't be like I'm a two-way player, but like
But I think
defensively you're just way better in offense. It's just like you
But
guys-
it's like
AD
two
has a
steals, two
bag,
blocks, only scored
and then he can
4.5
also guard
points.
1 through 5. I don't think like a lot.
like Kawhi, I feel like it's just like I mean ever since like 2019, it's just building up like on his offense, like you know
Yeah, his offensive
personnel.
game, man.
Like
It's gotten better.
You gotta remember, he
I
came
like
in the league without a shot.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he was literally just like a 3-and-D when he came to the league.
Yeah. He worked on that mid range.
Yeah.
He started getting better. Now he's
Same thing with like Paul George too. Like
Credit
Paul,
to Pop.
Paul
So
George
we're not
was
gonna
3-and-D
count
when he
Jimmy
came to
Butler
the
as
league.
a two-way player, a best two-way player.
Not bad.
Jimmy Butler's in there too.
I wouldn't put him.
But He
is one of them.
I think Jimmy Butler a JUCO player.
Jimmy Butler, bro, his like, bro. I don't think Jimmy
Say
Butler.
Jimmy Butler put up JUCO
Like,
numbers.
like the only problem, like his, like he don't.
You
His
think
offense
you
is
think you're a
so
better
low.
defender than
It's
Kawhi?
the slow pace. It's
Okay.
The slow pace.
His offense is
Alright, this was
so
the controversial
yeah?
thing I was gonna say.
wait.
This was a controversial thing I was gonna say. I think, in my opinion, but this is me just being very super biased. I think my favorite two-way player in the league is Drew Holiday. That's my opinion.
Drew
Thank
Holiday
you
not
for
even
ending
best
the
two-way player on his
conversation.
team.
Drew
He's not even
Alright.
best two-way player on his team.
Drew Holiday is the best two-way player on his team.
Perimeter.
Drew Holiday.
He's a better two-way player than Giannis.
Drew Holiday is a better two-way player
Bro.
than Giannis.
Yo,
Giannis will not.
Yo, Giannis, wait, did Giannis not just win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same
yo,
season?
stop it. That defensive player of the year don't mean anything to me. Rudy Gobert won it 2 times.
But he won it in the same. Yo, that's
He
why
won that
Giannis
over
won
Ben
it.
Simmons.
Fine.
I understand that. Don't get me wrong.
Didn't
Giannis
Kawhi
is
win
doing
back-to-back
crazy
too?
things.
Huh?
But if you're
Kawhi went
watching,
back to back too.
No, I'm saying he won MVP and D-Point in the same
Oh.
year. Like, Hakeem the only other person to do that. You're telling me Drew a better two-way player than him? Yo,
I said it was controversial. Did I not say it was controversial?
Drew Holiday could guard 1 through
Maybe because you
5.
didn't want to say it was really. Now you did say it was biased, but like you like it's really biased.
Nah,
Drew
but
Holiday is the better
Drew Holiday is my
two-way
guy.
player.
That's why I said it. I'm a Drew Holiday
He
fan.
is a
So
stand.
Drew Holiday's like that.
All right. So speaking about controversial, what is your hot take for this season? For the rest of the season, actually.
That's very vague.
Ooh. Like who's gonna win it all?
No, just hot take in general.
Just hot take in general.
I think the Miami Heat will not go past the first round.
You doing shots.
I'm being
Wow.
You doing shots. Why we so?
Yo,
We
wait,
He going based.
Wait,
He going based.
we beat y'all last night, right?
He going based off that Knicks game last night.
No, Think about it. Okay, so the Bulls got the 1 seed right now.
No,
That's
we
the
are the 1 seed.
All right, but the Bulls are in whatever it is for the 1 seed. Then the 4 elite teams is the Sixers, the Nets, the Bucks, and the Heat. One of those 5 teams is not making it past the first round.
For me,
off of standings alone.
For me, the
And I
Sixers
think-
have no bench.
But the Heat, the Heat don't have like reliable offense.
Whoa.
Down the, like,
Tyler Hill was
Whoa.
No, I'm saying
much
they-
improved.
No,
Much
I'm
improved.
saying like their
Down
offense,
the line.
their
Down the
offense is
series.
limited. Their offense is
In
like,
a
I don't
series,
think.
their
think
team
you're
is
going-
gonna burn
No,
out.
okay. I think like in a series down the stretch, I don't think they can go bucket for bucket with another team.
They're not.
I'm only saying
they're not gonna be able to go
I
bucket
disagree.
for bucket.
I disagree.
Like
Only
they're gonna be able to get
because-
stats. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get
No,
buckets on the other
I
end.
disagree because they were saying the same thing about the Heat the year they went to the finals too. They were
In the
saying the
bubble,
exact same
in the
thing.
bubble,
But
in the
that's
bubble.
something different though.
In the bubble.
Don't do that, bro.
I'm
Don't
not
do
doing
don't
that.
do
I'm not doing that.
that.
But you
I
have
hate-
to
I hate-
contextualize it. That
They're
was
just
a
gonna burn out the
controlled
same way they
environment.
did last year.
I feel like
It's a controlled
And
environment
then what
for
happened-
everybody though.
And then what happened the
Yo, I
next
keep
year?
on forgetting his
Milwaukee
name from the
clapped them in
Pacers.
the first round.
Okay,
let me.
They lost it.
Milwaukee
They
punches-
lost it in the first round.
Milwaukee prepared their whole season for
And
just
then-
Miami.
Okay, and if one of those 4 teams, they're gonna play, they might end up on the 4-5 line. So they're gonna play a team that's evenly matched with them. If they see Milwaukee, bro, I'm telling you, like I think of because Chicago.
They're not gonna see Milwaukee though.
I'm just all right. They probably won't see Milwaukee.
Do you think they can go shot for shot with Chicago?
Chicago,
Yes.
they cannot
Yes.
go shot for shot with the
Yeah.
balls, bro.
Yo, listen. I don't think you guys. I think you guys are undermining. First of all, Eric Spoelstra is a Hall of Fame coach. Eric Spoelstra is going.
He top 15 coach of all time.
No, I understand that. I understand that.
And it's
but-
not even that. Jimmy. Yo, I forgot. You don't understand what Jimmy G stands for? Jimmy gets buckets, bro. Yo, Jimmy Butler is going. Yo,
don't
he was
think-
showing it all that year during when they made it to the finals.
Okay,
You're right.
So rank. All right, so the
This man was averaging 30.
Sixers, Bucks, Nets, Heat. Rank those 4 teams.
Sixers, Bucks, Nets, Heat.
Yeah. Are the
If,
Heat
if
not,
I don't, I
are
don't
the
see
Heat not
the.
the worst team out of that 4?
No.
Who's the
I have
worst?
Heat number 1 actually. No, I have Bucks number 1. Heat number 2, Sixers number 3, Nets 4.
What?
If the
I think-
Nets
No,
don't-
if you're
wait,
going
wait,
by how they are
wait,
right
stop,
now,
stop,
Nets
stop.
is
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah,
Alright,
because the
fine,
Nets
yeah,
don't
yeah,
shot
yeah.
shot.
We're looking at it right
So,
now because
come
only because they
playoff
don't
time?
have KD. But
Yeah.
that's the only reason.
Come playoff time, I don't think because I'm saying that because one of those 4 teams right now, one of those 4 teams is gonna have to play Brooklyn in the first round, just because Brooklyn's on the 8 seed right now.
I ain't gonna lie,
And
Brooklyn.
I guarantee you,
If
none of those teams want to see Brooklyn in the first round.
it becomes a
No,
different
no, no.
argument.
If they're healthy, it's
That-
different.
yeah, I
Brooklyn
can
just-
say,
No,
yeah.
but
There's
Why
too
would
much talking
Brooklyn
over
be healthy
each
by
other.
the playoff time?
Who don't even know if Ben
You
Simmons
live
is
in the
gonna come
league,
back?
people
If
can't-
Ben-
like
My playoffs, my best is gonna come
Yo,
back.
Ben Simmons is mentally
cannot
unstable
point to-
right now.
Alright, bro.
I don't know what to tell you.
I can't. All right, yeah,
Wait.
Yo, we don't
side
know,
question. Yo, so yeah, how many 3-point shots you think Ben Simmons gonna put up, like percentage wise?
I don't think I don't even think he's not gonna come here to change his
All right,
game.
wait,
I don't think that's gonna be his job though.
Word,
I
yeah,
don't
it's
think he's gonna be.
not
That's not
He
gonna be
didn't
his
come here.
job.
He didn't come to the Nets to
They
change
put
his
that
game.
Steph Curry with
He
him.
came to Nets to just run the offense, and I think he's gonna do that.
I'm gonna change my hot take just a little. I'm gonna give you like an additional hot take. Ben Simmons is gonna be on like a revenge tour the last like 20 games of the season.
I agree.
He better
I
be.
definitely
Like,
agree.
he's coming with so much vengeance these last couple of games that like he's,
Actually, nigga, he been losing Brian. That's not.
no, but I'm saying, like he's just like I think what they're gonna ask him to do in Brooklyn is just like to his strong suit. So it's gonna be like you're gonna see the best version of Ben Simmons in
But I
Brooklyn.
feel like that's just a hot take of like how you feel James Harden would be too.
I think that's a match.
I feel like both of them when they meet up, like not just like when they meet up, but like when James Harden meets the Nets or like
He gonna take a look
when
at Kyrie.
yeah,
But I'm telling you,
when Ben Simmons meets them,
I'm telling
what
you,
call
y'all
it?
gonna
It's
see
gonna be
Houston
crazy.
James in
He gonna
a
look at
second.
Embiid.
But y'all gonna see Houston James in a second, bro.
I'm gonna change my hot take from season 2, from the end of season 2. My hot take in season 2 was like, "Oh, JT gonna win MVP." But my hot take right now is I feel like the top 3 people who's in the MVP voting, so that's Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid.
that's your top 3 MVP. Right
No,
now?
that's who's top 3 right now. Like understandings, like
Oh,
as it's
okay.
It's
recorded.
crazy. Them
But,
they be going crazy.
I feel like
Mind you, in the era of shooting, like
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
not one of those 3 is gonna win MVP. I feel like it's either gonna be like we're actually gonna be surprised this year, and
You think DeMar about to win MVP?
DeMar or Ja Morant might win it, depending on how.
DeMar not win MVP.
Nah,
Demar,
Demar.
Demar.
DeMar gonna win most improved.
DeMar might win it if they stay in the 1 seat and he keeps playing how he is, keep like catching up
Putting
to
up
Jordan.
35.
You think
Last year,
DeMar's
Ja
case
was
is better
tearing
than
up
Joel
too, so
Embiid's case for MVP?
it wouldn't really be right
Well,
to give him most
I think the
improved.
storyline is
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Think
make sense
DeMar's
to give him
storyline
that.
I think DeMar's
DeMar's
story. DeMar's a
storyline
better
way
story.
There
better.
was no
Joel Embiid.
storyline. He was good from beginning.
No, I'm saying coming from
Yeah, I know.
just going from the Spurs being like the 10th
the
seed
king
to
of
coming
the
to the
East return.
first
Okay,
seed
but like,
and he's doing this, mind you. DeMar DeRozan is putting up these numbers. Like Zach LaVine just got back. He hasn't been there the whole season. Lonzo Ball keeps getting injured. Alex Caruso is about to be out for like 6 weeks again.
I think first of all,
And then
Joel
Vucevic is not even doing his. We
But
thought
Joel
Vucevic was going to be
Vucevic.
crazy work. He hasn't been Vucevic.
He's
so.
been a bitch. Like,
but Joel Embiid, I think he been putting these numbers up since Christmas.
ain't he
So
been
it's the
he been
same
staying
thing as
healthy
well.
too.
He been
No
putting these
Ben
numbers up since he
Simmons.
came back from COVID, so that's way
like,
before
no Ben
Christmas.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Like he's
They both got good storylines, but I
Yeah.
feel like if Ja like puts up the Grizzlies to like second seed or first seed,
I don't think that.
I
but
I
like
think that
his
will
points
happen.
per
The way
game
they've
will
been
match
playing, it
that.
might happen.
that's
The
what I'm
way they've
saying.
been playing, it might
And
happen.
the time of this recording, I can't tell the future. By the time this episode gets out, I don't know what Ja gonna be doing.
That's actually my
I
hot
don't
take
know.
Am I
too.
tripping? But wasn't Donovan Mitchell doing the same thing at one point? What Ja was doing? Like didn't he bring the Jazz up? Like
yeah, there was first
There was a
seed.
point
There was
where
first
I think
seed.
last.
but
no,
I
no,
mean,
like this
He
is
been
like a
doing
couple
that
years
for,
ago.
like,
He
the
reversed
last, like-
But
OKC.
like I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Like I think the grid like the Lakers is like on a 9 seed right now.
Yeah,
So,
about
like,
to be 10.
If they get to the 8 seed or they win the play-in or whatever,
Oh, ain't we right behind?
or like get to the 7 seed, I don't know what Memphis is right now.
Memphis is
2.
3.
Oh, 3.
Three like I think Memphis might be the team to like lose in the first round.
Nah.
Against who?
Nah.
I feel
But
like
all
Memphis
these
is a
teams.
team, but Memphis is a team.
Well,
that's
actually,
Memphis-
no, he's
Against
not
who?
wrong.
But against
Memphis,
it's
because
against
the
who?
Nuggets, I think the Nuggets are the 6th seed.
because like due to injuries and stuff, they're gonna see a team that's been to the playoffs before,
But
or they're gonna see a team that's got players that's been to the.
is
playoffs.
Memphis
Oh,
not healthy
experience.
right now?
this is
No, Memphis is what I'm saying. Like they're gonna face a team.
Comparing to experience.
They're
Like,
gonna face a
Memphis-
team like the Nuggets.
Like,
If
Memphis
the
is
Nuggets do what
Memphis
they
is on
do,
the 3 seed because like
Nah.
a bunch of dudes is hurt.
Nah,
because
because I feel like even they're gonna do just like they did against the Warriors in them last year.
But that was a one
And
game.
that was one
We're
game,
talking
that was
about
one game.
Yeah, but
four
they're-
That
game
is one
series.
game, but you have a bunch of young legs, against a bunch of older people, and they're playing their hearts out.
That's true.
They're playing their
I
hearts
think
out.
the experience wins on
Yo,
that
Michael
one.
Porter about to come back at some point. Him and Jamal Murray about to
Experience
come back.
does matter, but it's experience
Like
can take you
Memphis
only
might
so
they might
much.
see like a Denver
that's
or
true.
When you have a
Warriors
bunch of
first
players
round.
And
playing
healthy
above their
Denver,
ability
too.
level,
This
and
my last
playing
hot
outside
take.
of their mind, experience can only take you so far.
This is my hot take. Let me just let y'all know before y'all make all y'all crazy noises. Just remember, I'm a Lakers fan. The Suns will get knocked out in the first round by the Lakers. LeBron is going to average 40. Mark my words. LeBron is going to average 40. Mark my words.
LeBron did that last.
Okay, LeBron, baby.
No, LeBron did that last time and still lost.
all right. So
Duke's about to kill me.
Nah.
He's about to kill me when he watches this.
this my hot take, and we just gonna wrap up the show with this.
I also got something to say after you.
The show?
Yeah.
Hey,
So
that fast? Damn, y'all really urban. What's good with you, bro? How you want us out of here?
It's in and out.
So this is my last hot take. I'm gonna wrap up the show. I feel like if the Clippers make the playoffs and the way they playing, I feel like Ty Lue deserves Coach of the Year.
But you can't give him
can't
Coach of the Year
really-
because it's a regular season award.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
their season's still been good. Think about it. They playing without Kawhi and PG.
You think he's Coach of the Year right now,
I feel like, in my opinion, holding up that Clippers team,
but not Monty Williams?
Or Billy Donovan?
I feel like it's Ty Lue.
Because all right, well, if
Ty
this,
Williams
if this,
don't have that bad of a situation.
if
Like,
this,
it's bad. I said Ty Williams. Goddamn, I'm thinking about Lou Williams. Goddamn.
But
Ty
if-
Lue missing his two-star
Lemon Pepper
players.
Lou.
He's in the West dealing
But
with
I think
the
He has no
Phoenixes and Golden
control.
State.
Like,
If-
and that's not
like,
the
when- if
standards
the
that
Suns-
coach should be being held to is ridiculous, bro.
with
Sometimes.
CP going down, if the Suns maintain the 1 seed, I think you got to get that to Monty Williams.
I don't think they're gonna maintain the 1 seed.
And they
They
dripping.
just
But
lost
their
to.
lead.
They're
on
up
the,
8 games.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
2 seed, it's like 8 games.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
And Devin Booker came out had like 35 and like 16 or
Yeah,
something. Like
they're
35
up,
and
I think
12.
they're up like 8 or 7
First game
games.
back on the All-Star break.
Man, I just feel like if the Clippers make it to like a 6th seed or a
Is that
5th seed,
biased, though?
Yeah, it is
It's-
biased.
Yeah.
Good, man.
I mean, I'm not.
That's why they gotta change these awards. If you going, you guys,
Like
you
he's
gotta.
voting, though. I'm saying it's his answer right now.
That is true, but
My answer not
I
biased
do
because
believe
I
that
have
they
to
need to
change
change
it
the
up.
awards though. Like regular season, they need to have like regular season awards, and they gotta have awards again for like
I think the
Or
postseason should take it
Postseason
to
awards.
postseason
Postseason
awards.
take it to
yeah.
it.
Because you got some players that are totally different in postseason from their regular
That's
season.
facts.
Because like,
Tyler Hero would have won Rookie of the Year if postseason
but like,
mattered.
the reason
That's
I kind of agree
facts.
with that is because Giannis' first MVP, like he won MVP and got bounced in the first round, and then
Oh.
like I think Brown was like top 3 MVP that year, and then Brown won a championship. So it's like, or no,
Nah,
so many people
Golden
that
State
say-
won that year, but I know what you're talking about. He went to the
he was
finals.
something like no wait.
Giannis's
something
first
like
year
that.
winning MVP, he got bounced out the first round. His second time, no, his first time winning MVP, he lost to Kawhi, I think.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, they came back.
He lost to, no, not
Nah, they came back.
Wait, he didn't. The year they went to the bubble, ended up going to the bubble. Who won MVP that year? That was Giannis.
Yeah. So the first year he won MVP.
So I'm saying.
The first year he won MVP, he made it to the conference finals, but
Who
he
won MVP
gave up
last year?
the year before that. James Harden.
No, this past year. That
Yo,
was
Jokic.
And then Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year this year, right?
It-
Or Gobert. did.
Gobert won it, and then the 2 years,
Don't get it regardless.
the 2 years before that, it was Giannis. So in 2020, Giannis
But
won
Giannis
it,
lost both of
but he
them.
got bounced out the first round.
One of Giannis MVPs, he got bounced in the first round.
Yeah, against
I'm
them
just
in the bubble.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's not an MVP
No.
type thing.
That was second round in the bubble.
Oh.
MVP is a season award.
He didn't get
though,
bounced out the
so-
first. He
No,
just
I'm
kept
just saying,
giving up
like,
leads.
yeah.
He got swept.
If you're like a regular season award should get validated in the postseason. Like there's
Oh,
no
I
reason
get what
there's
you're
no
saying.
reason the MVPs
But
should
like,
get
you
bounced in
don't
the first
have,
round.
like, you really don't have control of what happened in the whole season, though.
But like if you're the MVP, why are you getting bounced in the first round?
Like,
Because you don't
That's
like,
sometimes your team just not up to par.
in the first round, you should be able to carry though.
hey, LeBron Like, did it. There's teams that gonna win it, and there's
You
teams
never
that's
know.
not.
There's too many
But
scenarios.
like,
you got injuries. You
can't
got
always carry.
matchups.
Sometimes you're
Like, you
one
got-
star going up against a team that has 3
Then you got
stars.
performance levels too.
That's
like,
true,
anything
but
can
the
happen.
thing is,
Like,
though,
what's it called?
past award winners, they were still MVPs were still winning first round by themselves. Like
Like-
LeBron did it.
That's true.
LeBron was still doing it, but then again, it is LeBron. So.
I still feel like LeBron should have won
Okay,
that
LeBron,
MVP
baby.
over
James
James
Harden.
I
Harden.
say the LeBron.
Like, do you know how hard it
Probably
was for him to
himself,
carry that?
No.
All right, but that being said, we got to wrap up the episode.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
one
you
more
guys
thing.
for tuning in.
Go ahead. Speak
This juice lasted a very long time. You know what I mean?
Yo, so we just gonna wrap up the episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Keep subscribing, buying the merch. Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you for having
You
me.
know,
Of course.
hopefully we got you guys again next season. And
Reigns.
and
Where
you
you
know,
got-
Reigns is not gonna be for a whole
Urban's
year.
been back in us, bro.
That's not even true, man.
Bro, we gotta come back for an hour. Yeah, hour next time.
yeah. So tune in next time. Stay different by default. DVD, you know me.
DVD.